Good evening. Today is Tuesday, May 13th, and we are at the Marlboro Public School Committee meeting. And I would like to remind everyone that we are being recorded live and streamed on WMCT-TV. I now call this meeting to order at 7:30. Can I have everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We will now jump down to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mayor Christian. I wanted to update the community on the Good Now Principal Search. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer Collins as the next principal of the Good Now Brothers Elementary School. Woo! Give me a second, Jen. Okay. So Jen, for anyone that doesn't know Jen began her career in education in 1999 as a teacher in the Marlboro Public Schools. Over the next 24 years, she taught kindergarten through grade 3. During that time, she was also a grade-level lead teacher, or teacher leader, and a district responsive classroom trainer. In 2021, Jen completed an MSAA Leadership License Program and Principal Internship in the Marlboro District. In 2022, Jen left Marlboro Public Schools to pursue school-based leadership positions, which she couldn't find here, and we were very sad. She joined the Uxbridge Public Schools, where she assumed the role of elementary assistant principal. Please join me in congratulating Jen as she begins this new chapter in her career and returns to Marlboro as principal of the Good Now Brothers School. Welcome, Jen.
Good evening. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you tonight as I accept the principal position at Good Now Brothers Elementary. So thank you for entrusting me with this tremendous responsibility. As I embark on this new chapter in my career, I can't help but reflect on my long-standing connection to this remarkable district. My journey here began many years ago when I walked through the doors of our schools, specifically Jark Elementary School, as a wide-eyed student eager to learn and grow. Little did I know that those formative years would shape my passion for education and my commitment to this community. I've had the privilege of serving as a teacher in this district. Each day in the classroom has been a blessing, allowing me to work alongside the dedicated colleagues and inspire countless young minds. These experiences have not only honed my skills as an educator, but also deepened my understanding of our district's unique strengths and challenges. As a current resident of this district, as a lifelong resident as this district, my investment in our schools extends far beyond the classroom. I've witnessed firsthand the positive impact in quality education that we have in our community. My children have thrived in the schools, and I've actively participated in various community initiatives aimed at supporting and enhancing our educational programs. As I step into this new role, I bring with me a vision for Good Now that builds upon our strong foundation while embracing innovation and growth. My goals include fostering a positive and inclusive learning environment, enhancing communication between school, families, and the community, supporting our talented teachers and staff in their professional development, implementing evidence-based practices to improve student outcomes, and preparing our students for the challenges and opportunity of the 21st century. I want to ensure you that my commitment to this district and our student remains unwavering. I pledge to work tirelessly to uphold the high standards of education that our community expects and deserves. And together we can create an environment where every child can thrive, discover their passions, and reach their fullest potential. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude once again for this opportunity. I'm excited to collaborate with our exceptional staff, engaged parents, and supportive community members to lead Good Now to a bright future. Thank you for your trust and confidence, and I look forward to coming home to Marlboro, the district that has supported me. So thank you so much. I'm very happy and excited to start this new endeavor.
Welcome back, Principal Collins.
To update the committee and the community on the Marlborough High School principal search. Marlborough High School principal, Dr. Dan Riley, has been appointed superintendent of the West Boylston School District. He will remain in Marlborough through June 30th, 2025. We are beginning a search process for the new Marlborough High School principal. We sent out requests for parents, staff, and student volunteers to serve on an interview committee, and we had our first meeting earlier today. The rest of the timeline, we are scheduled to have interviews next Wednesday and Friday, and then finalist site visits the week of May 26th, and we expect to appoint the next principal at the school committee meeting of June 10th, or introduce them at that time. Thank you. Finally, the Marlborough Public Schools walking zones update. I think I'm going to do this every single meeting till the end of the year to try to get as many people to hear this message as possible. On Thursday, May 1st, we held 2 community forums for the FY26 school no bus zones. Each elementary principal will schedule a school-based forum in June. I will attend each of them as well with them, so they're trying to work on 5 different schedules at this time. We are reviewing each school-based walking street list at this time, and we expect that they will be posted for our website by Friday. So that is this week's update on our walking zone. On the list is also going to be Mr. Wells determining what a registration process will look like for our FY26. We'll be sharing that in the next meeting or so.
Okay. Yes.
Quick question on that. Where is our process in line with having those further conversations with DPW and Traffic Commission and all of that? Is that going to be embedded into like Traffic Commission meetings, or what are you guys envisioning, out of curiosity?
Yeah, so the last streets update or intersections I gave to DPW, so if there's any further updates, we'll pass that information on, so.
And we've also, Ted Scott has been talking to Mr. Wells and I on a regular basis because of the school building process.
Yep.
We were just specifically, Mr. Wells and Ted Scott were talking the other day about a particular crosswalk that would extend an area. So that's where we're at, looking at those issues.
And that's exactly why I'm asking, because we've had some of these offline
Yeah.
conversations about some of the crosswalks, and knowing that we had had some conversations about the crosswalks near Jarrick.
Yep.
And obviously, it's taken a bit. I guess that's why I'm wanting to make sure we're putting it up front, because I would think that we want to make sure the painting and
Right.
is executed this summer, so we're all kind of good to go with a lot of lead time, so.
The other thing is, one of the things that we learned by looking at some of the projects that are going on in the city, and sidewalks are usually added, but potentially, I think that I'd love to talk to the Mayor Christian at some point about how we also add, if you're gonna do a sidewalk, adding those crosswalks and potentially the stop button crosswalks
Right.
when these projects are being put in. I think it's an opportunity we're not taking advantage of. It wasn't a priority, it wasn't needed, but I think it is now.
Yep.
So,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Anything else? Superintendent's reports? Seeing none, we'll move on to the Assistant Superintendent of Student Services Equity, Mrs. O'Brien.
Thank you very much. I'd like to provide the school committee information on Unified Game Day that is coming up. Marlborough Public Schools will be hosting a district-wide Unified Game Day sponsored by the Special Olympics on Friday, June 6, 2025 at the Marlborough High School Track and Field. This will be the first time post-COVID that students and staff across the district will be participating all together in an event celebrating an inclusive school community. Michaela Mahoney, teacher from Whitcomb, and Nick Rolando, teacher from the high school, are leading the organization of the event. Opening ceremonies will start at noon, and then students from Kane, Jarwick, Goodnow, Richer Elementary Schools, as well as Whitcomb and in Whitcomb and Marlboro High School will compete in a variety of games, including relay races, shot put, long jump, bocce, ring toss, and some other events. The closing ceremonies will occur at 2 p.m., after which time students will head back to their respective schools to be dismissed at the end of the school day. We welcome school committee members and the community to come cheer the students. And we're really, really excited for this. We have T-shirts this year that are being ordered, so we'll have all the staff, students. So I just remember my first year in going to Framingham State and what a fantastic event that was. So I'm really happy that we're able to get back to that.
Excellent. Questions? Yeah.
No, Me's just saying, I am so sad that I'm not going to be in town when this is happening. I absolutely love that this is coming back. Being able to go when it was over in Framingham and be a part of the day and the events, it was lovely. I can remember, Mr. Scazza, you were over there doing a lot with all of the kids, and it was a ton of fun. It was just a great day, and they felt so much accomplishment, and the parents loved it, and it was just great. So thank you for getting this back on track.
I have a question about the field and the track. I mean, as we've heard, it's not in the best shape. We feel like it's in good enough shape that the students are going to be safe?
Last year, I believe so. I have not been up there myself. I know that last year Whitcomb and the high school did a joint unified game day just at the secondary level up there, so they have had events up there.
At the
And-
high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe Goodnow has their whole field day up there as well, right? So, yes, I think big events have been taking place there.
Okay. Okay,
Anything else? Moving on.
moving on.
Thank you. All right. My favorite, public comment. Is there any public comment going once? Seeing none. Public comment going twice? Seeing none. Public comment for the third and final time? Seeing none, we will close the public comment portion. Moving on to action items and reports. Memorandum of Understanding between the AFL-CIO State Council 93, Local 1709 Custodial House Workers.
Thank you,
It's a
Mr.
mouthful.
Earlier this evening in executive session, I presented the memorandum of understanding between the school committee and the custodians to the committee. We took a vote on this new contract which begins July 1st and goes for 3 years to 2028, and we voted in favor of a new contract, and I'd like to make a motion for public voting now, so a motion to approve in public session the MOU between the cafeteria and the, sorry, custodians. C's, those C's are getting me.
That'll be next meeting.
Yeah, the custodians and Marlboro Public Schools.
There's a motion on the table for the MOU for the custodial house workers, and it's seconded. Questions, comments, concerns regarding the MOU? Seeing none, all in favor? It is so moved. Thank you. Moving on for policies for first read. Policy IDA, health and wellness.
Thank you so much. So before you, you have a number of policies tonight for a first read. Policies are Policy IDA, Health and Wellness, which is more of an update to a policy that is existing and on our books. Policy KB, which is School Visitors / Volunteers Policy. This policy is one that had been on our books, and we just were making some revisions. Policy KBA, Volunteers / Chaperones for the schools. This is kind of teasing it out a little bit further. And then policy KBB, which is Observations of Special Education Programs. We felt like it was needed when we started to look into what MASC and a number of different districts offer. We felt like it would be helpful to make sure that we kind of put the different labels, if you will, to really put some of this parameters on understanding what you're doing when you're in school, asking to be in there, getting approvals, all of that kind of thing. So those are the 4 policies for the first read. So that's my motion, is for a first read.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you.
Questions, comments, concerns regarding your first read?
A clarifying question. On KDA, one of your last lines, it looks like you were going to insert the fingerprinting scheduling link. As we know, we don't like to ever put anything in there that can actively move. What a suggestion would be that please contact our Human Resources Department for the most updated application information.
Yeah, we certainly.
Because you don't want anybody to have to maintain that link.
That link, agreed. That link is similar. There's another link that we have in like a safe, what is it, Mary? Like a safe sites around transportation for one of our field trip things.
Okay.
That we do have a link that's in there. I think this and that link are like the only 2. We can certainly put that in.
I just think you're looking for possible issues.
Yeah, and we did have that before where we had to then go in, and it is something that has to be monitored. So I can definitely take it back and put it into like a contact.
That was just my only
resources.
concern, but thank you.
Not a problem.
Thank you. It's first read.
Thank you.
Oh, the motion's on the table.
4.
Just a first read,
Oh, for
that's
the
it.
first read. Oh,
It's just the first read.
that's right, yeah.
I don't think you have to vote.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, first read.
Just first read.
So we can move on, correct?
Yep.
Since it's a first read. Acceptance of donations and gifts. So we have box tops for education for Kane School for $13.80.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve is on the table and seconded. Any questions, comments, concerns regarding the donation? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Next one is the Global Alliance Energy for the Whitcomb School for $500.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve is on the table. Any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the donation for $500 for Whitcomb? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. And the last one is Special Olympics for Whitcomb School for $500.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve is on the table and seconded. Questions, comments, concerns regarding the donation to Whitcomb School for $500? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to reports of school committee subcommittees. Yes, Ms. Hennessy.
We'll be planning a policy subcommittee meeting, so we can do some approvals of a few policies we've been talking about. So that'll be coming soon. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Yes.
Obviously, I reported out and we approved the MOU with the custodians. We have also come to an agreement with the cafeteria workers, and that will most likely be on our next agenda for our meeting to approve.
Okay.
And yes, that's it.
Anything else? Seeing none, moving on. Members Forum. Yes,
I
Ms.
have
Matthews.
reviewed and signed the warrant.
Thank you. I have Mr. Atul.
Hello. I'd just like to update you all on the World's trip. So we competed with over 830 teams. It was roughly from 53 countries.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great experience. It was 3 days of competing, like full days. It was long, but it was a great experience. And overall in skills, we came 59th out of those 800.
Nice.
And out of all the Massachusetts-
Congratulations.
So in all of the Massachusetts teams that made Worlds, we were second. So yeah, a great accomplishment. I think all of us are really happy about what
Sure.
outcomes. We met so many different people from so many different places: New Zealand, China, South Korea. It was just great to see everyone's own spin on things and like perspectives on how they do stuff. Just great experience overall, and I think hopefully we'll make it next year back. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
So for those that are at home viewing, it's the robotics team. Went to Texas.
yes, we went to Dallas.
Correct, and they had a pretty cool demonstration of their robot last school committee meeting, so I just want to update. So they went to the Worlds, and congratulations on that. So, yes.
Through you, just a quick question. Atul, is there any way that you, the three of you, might be able to go to the middle school to do some show and tell about this incredible experience that you've been able to do here at Marlboro?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I kind of feel like people don't know.
Yeah.
But if you can put it right in front of them,
Yep.
it'd be awesome.
Yeah, we can totally do that. Yeah, set something up with Miss Mahoney and then the middle school for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
And maybe you can get Mr. Major to
Yep.
put together some sort of a compilation of all his videos and pictures and everything that
Yeah.
you could bring along.
Thankfully, everything was live streamed, so we can get clips of our like actual matches, and then we were able to get
That's
like,
great.
good photos from Mr. Major too. So
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Could you share those live videos with some of us?
yeah,
too?
we can put a little clips together. Totally, yeah.
Thank you.
Through the chair, Atul, one quick question. Obviously, it was a great experience,
Yeah.
and meeting all these people, and I'm sure you kept looking at everybody's robots
Yeah.
and what they were doing. Did you walk away having gathered some good intel, like for future things? Obviously, the next project.
Yep.
Oh, and did they announce the
Yes,
new
they
one?
did. So they did release the new game. It was at
Yep.
the very end, and they kind of set everyone off like, okay, here's your new challenge for next year. It's a little different. It's regarding with balls and different scoring stuff. But yeah, and then regarding the other question, yeah, walking away, we learned a lot of stuff from a lot of
Yeah.
teams. Just like seeing how, especially like overseas, right? Everything's a lot different.
Right.
Like the way they structure teams. I think team organization's a big thing we learned. How you can, a lot of teams do a lot of professional like team management with the actual software, and trying to get on that level of like really making it a team of people working on a project rather than just like a robotics team. So it's a pretty cool.
Did you find that most of the top 50 had
Yeah.
those better?
There's a lot of
skills involved?
organization
Yeah.
stuff that I think we can do too.
Yeah.
Just a great learning experience too.
That's great.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
wonderful. What a lifelong experience that is, or lifelong.
And
Yes.
I would like to suggest that when we put together this kind of presentation, that our friend Meredith gets to see it. Because I really think that this is she's the person who runs the MEDC.
Okay.
And they're the organization in the city that interacts with all the businesses and brings business, and the Chamber of Commerce as well. Because I think there are companies out there that don't realize that we have this going on. And
Yeah.
we know DuPont does, and they've obviously been very generous.
Yeah.
But I think there's more support out there, and as you want to up your game, there's going to be a cost to that.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that'd be great. I can put it together and share it around. Yeah.
in your spare time.
Yeah.
I know, you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else for a members forum? Yes.
Thank you. So after several years of submitting restrained budget requests at the direction of the previous mayor, this year we proposed an 11.1 increase. Now, this request to me was a necessary step to address inflationary pressures that had gone unacknowledged for years. I want to take a moment to commend the mayor for thoughtfully considering our proposal and taking the time to thoroughly understand the historical context as well as the needs of our students and the broader community.
Thank you.
Although the final recommendation included a reduction from our original request, I truly appreciate the mayor's leadership in advancing a significant 9.5% increase. This is a substantial commitment, especially when compared to average increases of just 3.485% over the last 6 budget cycles. His recognition of the vital services that we provide, while also managing the diverse needs of the city, is deeply valued. This decision marks a meaningful step towards aligning our investments with those of comparable school districts, ensuring that we adequately support our students and their futures. Beyond the direct benefits to our children, this investment also strengthens the city by making Marlboro more attractive to families and potential investors. That said, during last night's Finance Committee meeting, a recommendation was made to cut an additional $250,000 from the mayor's proposed budget. We still remain committed to moving forward for the sake of our students, who are always our top priority. I sincerely hope that this increase signals a renewed and sustained commitment from our city to invest in the education for our students, paving a way for the stronger future of Marlboro. And I sincerely mean it. Mayor Christian,
Thank you.
thank you. I know it wasn't easy. We didn't make it easy, but that's also not our job, and we all said that. But respectfully, we had tough conversations. You went to the table to have to figure everything out, and you moved forward a tough budget, and I give you a lot of kudos for that.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. You know, this job isn't easy, and I'm not here to ask for pity, but again, I value everyone coming together, especially the leadership team. You know, like, I am just the one that gets to make the final decision. It's all of them that gets to do the hard work each and every day, and I respect that. But I have a whole city to manage and look out for and protect the residents regarding their tax rates. I respect that and I appreciate that, but I don't want people to forget how much I'm committed to each and every single person that comes to work every single day. And I think regarding budget, it's hard to see past that because we're all very passionate, and I respect that. And things are discussed and things are said, and we also have to come together at the end of the day. So I do appreciate your kind words, and it's water under the bridge, and let's move on and pick up the pieces and come together like we always do. And I'm so proud to represent the pride of Marlborough, and I will continue to wave that flag regardless how many hits I take or how many disagreements we have. But at the end of the day, like, I know that my heart's in the right place, and I know that all of your hearts are in the right place, and that means something to me. So do I like the process? Not necessarily, but I know that we'll get past it because everyone that comes to work here is extremely dedicated, and we just need to foster that passion and for the better, and I know that we will, and I do appreciate those kind words. So the past is the past. Now let's move forward to the future. So thank you for that. I do sincerely appreciate that. Having said that, anything else? Members forum. So I will say that Dan and Michelle and I went to the fashion show, which was pretty incredible, the pieces. So I loved that. Family Fun Day is this Sunday as well, so all the kiddos can join Family Fun Day on Sunday, rain or shine.
Where is it?
Ward Park. I believe it starts at 11 to 3. I believe I will be there with my booth. We have to coordinate that. So yes.
And you reminded me, Voices Required is performing on Saturday with 5 o'clock Shadow, which Caleb Weldon, who is our choral director and a cappella director, is a part of that group. And they're participating, and it is for tickets and stuff. It's at Pilgrim Church in Southborough.
Right.
So.
As a Jubilee at the Whitcomb, Tiona Brown is a variety show as well on Saturday as well.
Oh, no, that's Tiona's thing.
Tiona, yes, no, that's
Yep, that's before that.
this Saturday, yeah. A lot of things going on this weekend, so yes. On that note, yes, again, that's what I love about the city. There's always something, you know, like the calendar's chock full of events if you're in tune with it. So having said that,
Motion to adjourn.
and seconded, all righty. Questions, comments, concerns about adjourning? I'd just like to draw it out a little bit because I know you're all eager to leave.
Come on, get it for 7:59. Do it.
You want to wait till 8? No. All in favor of adjourning at 7:59? So moved. Thank you all for watching and have a great night.